A Nightbeat starts right now.
Time is running out for Texas lawmakers. The third special session ends in 4 days, and the state still hasn't passed a number of laws on the agenda. Plus, problems for a local school district coming to a head after a trustee is arrested at a board meeting. And now outside help is coming in. How South San ISD is planning to resolve its issues. So tonight we start with this. The clock is now ticking for Texas lawmakers. The third special session is going to be ending on Tuesday. Now, during this particular session, Governor Greg Abbott wanted to pass laws on COVID restrictions, school choice, and border security. He's already signed one bill on COVID vaccine mandates, but little headway has been made on the topic of school choice. However, 3 bills on border security are moving through the legislature. The Night Team's Avery Everett breaks down the state's efforts to secure the border as the federal government fights a battle of its own.
We've had a surge of Venezuelans come into our office.
Hundreds of files with thousands of names.
If somebody can get a Social Security number and a work permit, they're less likely to be on welfare.
As immigration court looms for many of his clients, Fred Schellenberg with the nonprofit American Organization of Immigrants says the list for those seeking temporary protected status in the United States is long, and it's only getting longer.
About 30,000 people can apply for what they call temporary protected status each month.
Venezuelans who arrived in the U.S. before July 31st are some of the people eligible for this status. But other Venezuelans could face direct deportation. Just last week, the Department of Homeland Security sent its second charter flight of Venezuelans back to their home country.
These concerns with immigration come not just in San Antonio, but all across the state. That's why in this third Texas special session, there are 3 bills focusing on border security. But the legality of these bills, that's in question.
Senate Bill 4 is sitting on Governor Greg Abbott's desk, but lawmakers are still discussing 2 other bills, House Bill 4 and House Bill 6. SB 4 increases penalties for human smuggling crimes. HB 4 would allow police to apprehend, arrest, or send migrants back who crossed illegally into Texas. And HB 6 funds the continued construction of the border wall. These debates are down to the wire, and several political science professors say state rights could come into question.
Legal precedents are that the federal government is in charge and has exclusive domain over immigration.
That's been pretty well established by the Supreme Court.
Just like the federal government fought to take down the floating barriers on the Texas border, these professors say it's likely this legislation will be challenged if they become law.
The governor is not afraid to do this. He's not afraid to challenge the federal government.
With days left in this third special session, Schellenberg says his workload is far from finished.
The journey is not any easier. It's a difficult journey for them to transfer.
A difficult journey, and now a daunting debate between state and federal rights. Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
Pretty much average today in terms of the morning temperature and then our afternoon high in the mid 70s. But I do think we need to prepare for a little bit of fog tomorrow morning as temperatures are on the upswing this weekend. So will be the humidity. Here's our future cast in terms of the visibility out there in the morning. I don't expect it to be necessarily problematic, but peaking around 8 a.m. we'll have some areas with visibilities down to 5 miles or less briefly. Then the fog burns off, and we've got a good amount of sunshine the rest of the day. I'll be back to talk about the rest of the weekend, our warming trend, and then the next cold front that's on the horizon, what it means for temperatures and rain chances and when it arrives. Coming up, Steph.
All right. Thank you, Adam. And unfortunately, the weekend got off to a foul start for families on the city's southwest side. Just within the last hour, there was a fire at an apartment complex on Ray Ellison Boulevard off of Southwest Loop 410. Nobody was hurt here, but that fire did force about 50 people to leave their homes while firefighters fought it. Now, we're told that those people will eventually be allowed back into their apartments tonight. But at this point, it's unclear as to what started that fire. Now to a Nightbeat update. Police have arrested a man suspected of shooting a security guard at North Star Mall. That man, 52-year-old Eduardo Sanchez Jr., is one of the 3 people accused of shoplifting at Macy's on Halloween night. An arrest affidavit says that Sanchez began struggling with security guards and then allegedly shot one of them in the leg. The guards also tried to arrest another man and woman with Sanchez, but they got away. The Halloween night shooting is the third incident involving a gun on the North Star Mall in less than 6 months. And this is another place now that's also seen violence in the last 6 months, and that would be the Leon Creek Greenway North near the Via Trailhead. Right now, police are looking for the person who stabbed and killed a 59-year-old man earlier this week. Now, before that, police say that a 27-year-old man was shot and killed back in June. In that case, police said that 2 men had been trying to rob the victim. That's a spot, as you well know, it's popular with cyclists, joggers, and hikers, and all those people are worried now.
I wouldn't want my daughter going that way, going out walking in the park.
You don't really see bike patrol. You seldom and every now and again see police on 4-wheelers out here. And it always gives you a sense of safety in a lot of ways, but it'd be nice to have more.
Speaking of safety, SAPD recommends that we do a few things to stay safe on that trail. For one, we should follow the trail rules and the curfew. It's also a good idea to get a map of the trails before we go hiking or biking. Now let's switch over and talk about elections. Early voting for the November 7th elections wrapped up just about a few hours ago, but we're keeping a very close eye on one race in particular, and that's the mayoral race over in Uvalde. 3 candidates are going for that seat. You can read more about the candidates right now on our website, KSAT.com. So now I have a question for you. Are you getting ready for Thanksgiving? Because one of San Antonio's largest holiday traditions really needs help to keep going. We're talking about the annual Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving dinner. It needs volunteers. It feeds tens of thousands of people every year. And this morning, Mayor Ron Nirenberg helped kick off the volunteer registration. VIA is offering free bus rides to that event, which is going to be at the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center on Thanksgiving Day. If you want to sign up to be a volunteer, go to RaulJimenezDinner.com. Again, RaulJimenezDinner.com. And while you're signing up for that, you may want to roll up your sleeves for your flu shot. KSAT and our community partners want to remind you that you have one more chance to get a free flu shot, courtesy of Bexar County and University Health. It's tomorrow, November 4th from 8 a.m. to noon. And if you want to register, just head on over to KSATcommunity.com. We want you to stick around because coming up, a local school district with a lot of challenges is now getting outside help. We're going to tell you how South San ISD is planning to get back on track. That's after the break. Another chance for a local school district with a history of issues. We have told you about the challenges at South San ISD. At one point, got so bad, the Texas Education Agency almost took over. And just this past week, one of the district's trustees was arrested. But now, as the night team's Patty Santos shows us, the district is now getting outside help to get back in line.
In a 50-page report, a 2-year Texas Education Agency investigation found the behavior by the South San ISD Board of Trustees was so unacceptable, a board of managers should step in. And that's the highest level of sanctions.
It is a rare intervention saved for the most extreme circumstances.
After an agreement, the TEA is putting in a conservator. For the next year, Abe Saavedra will be able to step in if trustees make detrimental decisions for the students or the district.
During that 12-month pause, to give the district a chance to prove to the commissioner that they can right the ship on their own.
Steve Leschler with the TEA says the root of the problem was how the Board of Trustees governed and how it impacted student success. For example, this week's arrest of a trustee for allegedly disrupting a school board meeting is noted.
The behaviors over the last month, certainly, we have seen, we've read about, and we have taken note of. Ultimately, to present to the commissioner. It's time for his reconsideration.
During the most recent board meeting on October 18th,
honestly, this is the best thing that could have happened to us.
Board members welcomed the placement of a conservator, saying this board is new and different.
I do have hope the adults on the South San board will be able to prove to the commissioner over the next 11 months that a board of managers isn't warranted.
Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
Now happening tomorrow, the city is hosting a free landfill day. This is basically autumn cleaning, right? You can drop off bulky items that you want to get rid of at the 2 locations that you see right there on your screen. One of them is the Republic Services landfill. It's off of I-10 near North Foster Road. The second is the Waste Management landfill on Covell Road. For a list of materials that are and are not accepted, and also the load requirements. Just look for the story over on KSAT.com. And that's happening from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Keep that in mind because there's going to be some fog that we deal with tomorrow morning, as Adam, you were just saying a few minutes ago.
Yeah, a little bit in the morning, and I think more so into Sunday morning. You'll notice it a little bit more, but it's just going to be one of those things I think we're going to have to deal with for several mornings in a row, even as we get into next week, because we're turning warmer and humid, and it's that time of year we have longer nights, and with that humidity, it can lead to fog. And then a cold front hits next Friday. It looks like late Thursday night, early Friday morning, and that's when rain chances return. So let's talk about first tomorrow. Let's get you through the weekend, then we'll talk about that cold front and our rain chances. 55 at 7 a.m. That's exactly average for this time of year with some of that fog. And then by noon, we'll clear out 71 degrees, a lot of sunshine at that point, 80 degrees for the high temperature. We hit that at 4 or 5 p.m. tomorrow afternoon with a mixture of sun and clouds, kind of like today. Sunday morning, right near 60, afternoon, right near 80, very similar, but you will notice an increase in the humidity. And I do think that morning fog is going to lead to a mainly gray afternoon. Now look at our high temperature trend. We get into the mid 80s, 10 degrees above average by the middle part of the work week next week. Wednesday, we're at 86. Then those temperatures fall off. Friday, early morning cold front. During the day on Friday, we're thinking maybe 60 degrees in the afternoon, could even be cooler than that. And then a week from Saturday, about 55 degrees. So definitely another cooling trend on the way with that next cold front. But keep in mind that's still far away, particularly the timing of those fronts change between now and then, and sometimes the strength of them as well. So check back for updates. A beautiful Friday evening, gorgeous out there, not humid, dew points in the 50s. It feels good outside, but that wind off the Gulf of Mexico, it's going to start doing its thing that it always does and boost our mugginess starting on Sunday. So notice on Saturday, dew points still low in the 50s, but we get into Sunday and that wind from the Gulf of Mexico is boosting those dew points into the low 60s. So you're going to feel the mugginess. Remember, at 60 and above for the dew point, that's when you start to feel it. We'll have noticeable humidity all next week until we get to the cold front. That cold front's going to sweep away the humidity again. It's really the only thing that gets rid of the humidity this time of year is the cold front and the north wind, and that'll happen by this time next week. So let's talk about the ingredients for our rain chances. Some shower activity across the northern tier of the U.S., most of it in the Pacific Northwest with all that moisture coming on shore. But I want to fast forward to next Thursday, Friday. We'll have this upper level flow coming off the Pacific, giving us little bits of upper level energy and Pacific moisture up above us. And then here at the ground, it'll be combined with this cold front moving in and all that Gulf moisture that's going to be in place. Together, it puts us back in the rain chances, which is nice. We're back in action for at least potential for some rain by next Thursday night through Friday, and I think even lingering into the following Saturday. Right now we have it at a 30% chance, but let me tell you, if everything keeps panning out the way it's looking right now, we'll likely be boosting those chances. We just need a little bit more time to get some certainty with the situation. So stay tuned for changes on that. Notice our morning temperatures getting warmer. With the higher humidity comes warmer mornings. So mornings back in the mid 60s by early next week with those highs in the mid 80s. So a little bit of something for everybody over the next 6 to 10 days, you could say.
All right, Adam, thank you. All right, let's talk high school football right now and a rivalry that I'm dying to know more about.
There are so many rivalries going on, Stephania, and even a few teams in our area that finish their seasons undefeated. We have so much to bring you with a full slate of high school football games lined up, and headlining our big game coverage is a district clash between number 2 Reagan, per 12's top 12, and Brandeis. Also, the Texas Rangers shared their franchise first World Series championship with tens of thousands of fans in Arlington. More from the parade later in the show.
It's time for big game coverage on KSAT 12. Go!
Hey, shout out to the Brandeis cheerleaders bringing the energy to the show. Brandeis and Reagan, the matchup featured in our final game of the week of the season.
Yeah, what a beautiful scene right before kickoff at Ferris Stadium. Both programs are already in the playoffs, but Reagan could finish the season undefeated with a win.
All right, let's get to the action. A bit of a wild start to the game. Reagan built an 8-0 lead thanks to 2 field goals and this blocked punt resulting in a safety. That was sophomore Cole Higbee with the block. Second quarter, Rattlers on the goal line, but the ball is fumbled. Brandeis senior DB Jacob Voss recovered it immediately, and he was off. No stopping him from there. The fumble recovery returned 97 yards for a touchdown. Broncos trailing by a point. But Reagan not letting up. Brad Jackson, quick pass to Michael Izaguirre. It's a 52-yard catch and run to the house to make it 15-7. And Reagan poured it on from there, defeating Brandeis by a 39-7 final. The Rattlers feeling all of the emotion after finishing the regular season undefeated.
Brandeis is a great team. We have a lot of respect for them. You know, we've been preaching every single week that they are a playoff team, and they were going to give us their all, and they certainly did. You know, for us, I think we made mistakes on our part. You know I made one here down on the goal line, you know, fumbled, and unfortunately I sold, you know, the shutout for the defense. So, but I mean, it was a great team effort. Came out in the second half, made adjustments that we needed, and got it done. It's been one of our goals since the start of the year. You know, July 31st, when we first started practice, one of our goals was playing in December, and one of them was going 10-0 along the way.
So great. All right, Alamo Heights is also in position to finish out the regular season undefeated, but Sam Houston, another top team in District 14 5A D2, won't go down easy. First quarter, Mule senior quarterback Colin Ernst calls his own number and muscles his way in for the touchdown. Alamo Heights leads 7-0. Mules looking to score again. Ernst goes to the air and tosses a dime into the hands of Michael Terry III. The Hurricanes kept it a 2-possession game at the half, but when it was all said and done, Alamo Heights comes out of the season with a record unblemished, 52-21, the final. Breckenridge and Highlands squaring off at Alamo Stadium for their season finales. Highlands running back Mateo Rodriguez finds the gap and refuses to go down as he turns it into an 18-yard run. That'll lead to a 6-yard touchdown. Romeo Garza finds Sebastian Leyva in the end zone for the score, and in the end, Highlands wins 19-9.
So it's the final week of the regular season, and you're not going to the playoffs. Might as well go out with a bang. Well, that's what the Madison Mavericks were thinking as they ran out to the field at Comalander Stadium. But they're taking on the 6th-ranked Johnson Jaguars, who are looking for a 9-win season for the first time in 2 years. Johnson striking first, handing it off to Lauren Johnson, who finds some space on the outside and takes it in for the touchdown as Johnson finishes the regular season with a 55-38 win over Madison. Over at Heroes, where Roosevelt and that student section was ready to rock as the Rough Riders were hosting Marshall. Brennan Carroll may be one of the smaller dudes in the field, but you're going to need a grown man to bring him down. He will not be stopped, taking it all the way into the red zone. And you know the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Carroll jogs in for the 5-yard touchdown. Marshall made it close, but Roosevelt wins it 39-33. A rock out with the Panthers. That's what Blanco had in mind coming into this top 10 matchup against Cole. This one is for second place in District 13 3A. And the Cougars pounced early in this cat fight. Jackson Freds, little misdirection, and he is gone. A 33-yard touchdown run, but Blanco would turn it around to win it 41-14. The Veterans Memorial cheerleaders were all smiles because of how their team was dominating the game against Bastrop Cedar Creek. Up 21-0 in the second quarter, a fake handoff, and then a pass to Jeremiah Darden, who gets a defender off of him. It takes it 61 yards to the casa as the Patriots get the big winning heading into the playoffs, 35-7 the final. Mary, what you got?
Over at Cougar Stadium, Nick, a bout between 7-2 Wagner and 6-3 New Braunfels Canyon out of District 12 5A D1. Wagner inside the 10, and it's the senior fullback Braden Prossi finding the opening straight ahead for the touchdown. Canyon would tie things up before the half, but in the end, Canyon takes it 14-7. Over at Ferrera Stadium, two teams with undefeated district records, Antonian and St. Thomas out of Houston, St. Thomas, excuse me. All right, try to keep your eye on number 23, Johan Cardin, as he gets through the cluster and breaks loose for the Eagles. TD St. Thomas leads 7-0. Later, Luke Edgecombe on the sweep. The senior turns on the Jets and shakes off a defender along the way for a trip to pay dirt. That awoke the Apaches as they made a push, but in the end, St. Thomas stays ahead to win it 42-24. Now, who gave these dads pom-poms? Honestly, solid moves out there. I'll give it to you. All right, Warren and Sotomayor trying to end their 2023 campaigns on a high note at Gustafson Stadium. And how about that touchdown play? Warren's Antonio Meza goes deep, and Elijah Riazuel hauls it in for 6. Then Warren's handoff is dropped. Sotomayor is all over it as Trey McNeil scoops it up until he's dragged down by his arm. Later, a behind-the-back handoff. It fools everyone, and Jaden Gutierrez races in for the Sotomayor TD. What a close game this one was as Warren wins it 20-19. Now for a trip to Battlin' Billy Stadium. Powerhouse Bernie taking on Fredericksburg. First quarter, there's a nice pass right up the middle to Hudson Hendricks, and the tight end walks it in for the Bernie touchdown. Bernie up 16-0 in the second quarter. Adam Hicks takes the hands off, races to the outside, and gets in for the score. The Greyhounds led 30-0 at halftime and finished on top 47-7. Bernie capping off a great regular season. Still ahead for the final time this season, we go road tripping with stops at Dragon Stadium and in Lytle.
Now, before we take a quick break, we got to take a listen to the MacArthur High School Band.
Welcome back. It's time to hit the road for a Week 11 road trip. Photog Eddie Latigo made it out to kickoffs in Lytle and at Dragon Stadium.
And what a couple of great matchups we have for the final week of the regular season. Starting out with a road trip with an exciting group of Dragons. Take a listen.
All right, guys, let's go.
The 9th-ranked Southwest Dragons were breathing fire tonight, hosting Southwest Legacy. Now check out this air attack. QB Tim Olagu throws a beautiful ball to Bryshon Brown. His elbow touches the 1-yard line, so the Dragons line it up and toss it off to Charles Stembley, who bashes his way in for the touchdown. Then over at Lytle, this adorable Pirates fan was treated to some great plays. The Pirates are up 15-7 when Andrew Gonzalez heaves one downfield. It's almost picked off, but Chase Guevara jumps in front to make the snag, and his boys can't believe what he just did. Later in the drive, Gonzalez fakes the option pass and tosses it to Lucas Estrada for the touchdown. Let's check out the final scores of the road trip. Southwest wins it 34-7, finishing the regular season with a 9-1 record, and Lytle gets another big win, 28-15 the final. What a turnaround year for the Pirates, who only had one win over the last 2 seasons.
All right, more scores around town. Smithson Valley shuts out Seguin 56-0. Jourdanton tops Cotulla 35-6. And Hondo shuts out Poteet, another big win, 40-0. Carrizo Springs falls to Pandera 41-29. Poth defeats Karnes City, and Lavernia tops Rockport Fulton. Holy Cross tops Bernie Geneva, and Davenport overcomes Marble Falls.
I just got one thing to say, everybody was wondering what would happen if the Rangers didn't win the World Series. I guess we'll never know.
An exclamation point from Corey Seager as the Texas Rangers held their championship parade this afternoon. San Antonio's own Josh Young brought the Commissioner's Trophy onto the stage as thousands of fans attended. The Rangers enjoying their well-earned celebration after winning their first World Series in franchise history. What a special day for the town and beyond, the entire state.
I wish I could have been there. That would have been fun.
And the celebrations don't just stop today.
Yes.
I mean, I think you're allowed to brag for
it lives on.
Oh, a whole lot. Yeah.
Thanks. We'll be right back after this. Now let's end on a high note. You made it through the week. Thank you so much for joining us this entire week and during this newscast. We love you for that. Have an awesome weekend. And don't forget that Good Morning San Antonio starts at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Good night.